Atlanta. It was a bad place to keep secrets. When Republicans gathered on December 14, 2020, claiming to be legitimate voters who cast state's 16 delegate votes for Donald Trump, they met at the Georgia Capitol in a room just above building's public entrance. Trump's campaign official requested total discretion from voters, telling them to say they only spoke to the 2 state senators who were present. But reporters from Associated Press, other news organizations, noticed Republicans entering building and were eventually admitted to room, where they took photos, recorded video of hearing. The significance of meeting was not immediately clear in the chaotic weeks after 2020 election, but it has emerged as a critical element the prosecution of Trump and 18 others who were indicted by a Georgia grand jury in August for their efforts to overturn Democrat Joe Biden's narrow victory. The meeting was cited as central element court proceedings as part of last-minute deal reached Friday with attorney Kenneth Chesebro, who pleaded guilty to felony charge conspiracy to submit false instrument. Chesebro, who prosecutors say helped create plan to rally Republican voters in states where Biden was certified as the winner, is one of 3 people who have now pleaded guilty in case. Attorney Sidney Powell pleaded guilty Thursday to 6 misdemeanors charging her with willfully interfering with the performance of election duties as part of a broader conspiracy that prosecutors say violates Georgia's anti-racketeering law. While Democrats gathered in the ornate state Senate chamber to cast electoral votes for Biden, Republicans sat around 3 battered and worn wooden conference tables to consider their options for keeping Trump in the White House. In the language of the case put forward by prosecutors, these were fake, or ulent voters. At least 8 Georgia Republican voters present that day agreed to testify in exchange for immunity from state charges. David Schaefer, the chairman of the Georgia Republican Party, moderated the meeting. A court reporter was present, giving the appearance of a formal hearing, which Schaefer denied during questioning by Fulton County prosecutors in April 2022. This denial contributed to the misrepresentation and writing charge against Schaefer. The more improvisational elements of the meeting became clear as the group evaluated its officers. For example, Sean Still, now a state senator, was not initially selected as secretary, but in middle of the meeting, Schaefer noticed Still's name listed on documents as secretary. "I would like to avoid a reprint of the documents," Schaefer said, asking voters to replace Still with another Republican. Still, one of 3 people the grand jury indicted for participating in the vote, may have been put in legal jeopardy when elected secretary. The 3rd accused voter, Kathy Latham, was also accused of helping strangers access state voting equipment in South Georgia's Coffee County.